Hey, Sanahar. Morning. Hey, Parvati. Good morning. Hello. Yes, it was nice. Actually, here is really cold. So I almost like I slept. I fell asleep yesterday, like uh, right away. Sometimes it takes a while for me to actually fall asleep. But yesterday, last night, because it was so cold, like I fell asleep right away. So yes, I had a good rest, which was like morning hope, which was like a bit like that I didn't want to fall asleep because I started to watch Money Heist Korea, like the Korean version, and I'm loving it, but I was falling asleep. Hello, Vita. So, but I guess I was really tired. That's why. How are you guys? But I'm loving Money Heist Korea. I did watch the first season of the original series, the Spanish, but I think I enjoyed actually the beginning, but then it reminded me of um, of a movie that was like a bit similar to that concept of dressing up the hostages uh, as the fibs. I mean, and when they did that, I was like, oh, this is too familiar. But I'm hoping to love more and to continue watching Money Heist Korea. Just that for me, when a series drags that long, like there are some series that, in my opinion, of course, not this is not the truth. This is only my opinion. There are some series that after the season 3, I begin to lose interest actually. Not with every season, because there are some good shows that have a lot of seasons and they managed to keep it interesting. But there are some shows that probably don't deserve to get to a fourth season, fifth, I don't know, like fifth season also. Money Heist. And what did you think of it, Parvati? Did you watch it like the whole seasons? Ah, the cars are so cold. Same, I lost interest. Yes, I stopped midway. Yeah, I was really excited because actually the first episode where they introduced the characters, when um, but then eventually when things start to get complicated with the hostages and they show you like each story, like there's something there, like I don't know. But I did um I did start the Korean version last night, and I swear I'm loving it because I think that the two females that are part of it will be of the fifth, um, they they are so like magnetic, like you really believe them that they could be like um, they're like ninjas. I don't know. I love it, but there's something about their femininity as well that you really do buy that they can like transform in whatever they want. There's some very magnetic, and it's not just about them being beautiful. There's something about them being dangerous as well, and that you actually believe that their characters could be dangerous, and that actually they could be a bit, that you should actually fear them a bit more than actually the other guys. So I'm loving that. I'm loving that. It's rare to see that in a K-drama, or I mean, this is not a K-drama, but I'm loving this feeling. Yes, I hope they do. At first, I was a bit. At first I was a bit confused because I don't want to spoil anything. It's just the first episode, anyways. But did you notice, Barbati, that the first 30 seconds were about BTS? Did you notice that? I was like, oh, good start. This is a great start. But I was like, oh. Oh, the cards are so cold. Oh, my God. I'm going to drink a bit of mate. Oh, okay. So when you do, you're going to get surprised. And then tell me what you think about that. Because then the story moves on. Especially the first 15 minutes. But it's like I always say, it's of course we have to think that this is like a drama, that it's like it's not, it's a fiction, it's not reality. Um, so how is Cancer season treating you guys? We just started with the Cancer season. Are we getting emotional yet? Hmm. Yeah, you can feel it in the air. Wow, Vita. Mm, yeah. There's a lot of like, I can even feel it on other people. Oh, wait a second, guys, that the heater is off and my cats are using it, so I'm going to turn it on for them. Hello, Reem. I'm starting to lose a bit of confidence with my online job last week, but I feel a bit more upset now that I try to promote myself more. Hmm. It happens. It happens and hurt. Yeah. It's just that Um, the online shops, the online services, and everything, it's something that it takes a lot of effort and it's a lot of responsibilities. And there are some times where it gets better, and there are moments where nothing happens, and you start to question whether this is correct or not. Is a huge step, and also a huge like amount of stress, because it doesn't have like, it's not like a stable income. Like it can come, but sometimes it also can be gone. So you need to structure yourself a lot, and when the good period comes, like try to save that money, and just in case at some point it stops, or you don't have as many customers as possible. It's tough because actually it's something that it's a lot of effort, and actually it has to do with you. So sometimes it's not easy to let go of expectations. You want to do well, and sometimes you do blame yourself if it doesn't go that well. But it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes you have good days, and sometimes you have bad days. Sometimes you have good months, or sometimes you have bad months. So it's not up to you, but yes, what you can do to improve that is keep going. Like keep doing advertisement, keep doing it, because yes, it's all about balance. It's all about keep going. Like don't think so much about the results. Just keep your project alive. Keep the fire lit. Keep it lit. Don't let it run out. But yes, sometimes it can be a bit discouraging when things don't flow the way we want to. Um, and yes, we do also need the money. We have bills to pay. We have a lot of responsibilities. Um, so, but yeah, especially when you just start, sometimes you feel like you're so lucky because you're doing well, but then eventually something happens, and you stop having like requests or something like that, or clients. So it's a bit like, it's hard not to take it personally, because it actually makes you feel a bit down. But it's not about you. It's that there's also a lot of competition, and that's something that you have to have also into consideration always. How to promote yourself better. I feel like I'm having an emotional roller coaster, free crying then happy. Yes, Beta, yes. That's Cancer season for you. Yeah, for all of us. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been super sensitive and emotional, even talked to my mom 2 days ago, and a lot of my emotions that I kept from childhood came out. Yeah, yes. It's just that it was meant to happen. Probably you will start feeling like in this season, you will start to have very deep and meaningful conversations that probably in other moments, or in other periods of your life, you were like, oh no, let's better not focus on that, let's not talk about that. And now you're going to be like, okay, I want to talk, I want to express myself, I want to cry if I want to. I want to allow myself to release whatever I'm feeling. And also it can happen that you can also like absorb other people's emotions, so be careful with that. um, Sometimes when you feel overwhelmed with emotions, probably it's also what's going on in the room, or if you are surrounded by a lot of people, you're probably also absorbing things that come from others. So be selective with that. Focus on yourself, on what you feel, because if you let yourself get dragged or get influenced by other people's emotional tsunamis, you are going to get drowned. So please, guys, like always, be create healthy boundaries, you know, because yes, we are all going through a lot of transformation. So it's necessary for us to know what it belongs to us, what we can work on, what we can do to be better, but not to get engaged in some other people's drama, because you're going to see, if you're not experiencing it like emotional crisis yourself, you're probably going to start seeing like people around you having it. So yeah, took a small time to relax and reflect and trying to focus on the yes, yes, Anna, yes. It's just that it's a lot of pressure because yeah. But keep the ideas coming. Keep the like the inspiration. Somehow you have to get an inspiration out of this, even with feeling uncomfortable. So, any news about the K-pop world? Any news that I should know about? Not scandal, please, because I don't address the scandals. But you know, something important happened. Something happened. Great. I already been surrounded by other people's intense emotional states during the pandemic. Yes, been trying to distance myself already. Nothing much. Oh yes, I have to do a reading on Nagion. Nagion. Someone asked me to do a reading for her. Yes, I think I listened to a bit in the on a TikTok. Oh my God. Really, Vita? These people never learn. Never learn. Never learn. Oh my God. I don't understand why they would do that. Like I get it. You get excited to see your favorite, but come on. And also shoving their cameras on your face like, oh my God. Yeah, Regina, I know what you mean. Yes, you do need time to heal. You do need time to rest, actually. If you go back to work, like it would be good that you would set like a routine. So when you get home, like you are able to rest and take the time to rest. Don't like keep connected or keep thinking about things that you already done at work. Like try to separate your self time and when you're at work, okay, focus on work because that's what we gotta do. But try to rest properly. Jaehyun Prada ambassador. I saw it. He went to Milan, Friesens. Oh, yes, I saw it. One chat about it. I do respect him for addressing. Yes, I love Hayes. Oh, wow. I love Hayes. Is Hazy or Hayes? I think it's Hazy. Yes. Uh, uh, also, Banchan talk about it. I don't understand those people. Like, yeah, NCT does have some crazy songs. Yes. I love her voice, Spirit. She gives me peace when I listen to her. I don't understand those people, honestly. But, oh well. I guess they go crazy when I don't know, maybe it's also because I never been to an airport and saw a K-pop idol, so maybe it's the situation, the excitement, the possibility to see them. I don't know, maybe it's a mix of emotions, like, because it's the fans and it's the cameraman or the reporters. Everyone is invasive in that sense. So I think that it's like you get sucked into that energy when you are in a sort of mob and you don't realize that you are also contributing to the chaos. So I don't know. I think they forgot boundaries when they have the possibility to see them or be near them. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. They look like hyenas, like animals, like when they are already like all over them, like I even get like creep out watching it myself. Yeah, when I feel like international fans respect idol space more than the Korean fans because this happens all the time when idols return. Yeah, some of them don't forget, they just don't care. Yes, they get excited. They have this rush of adrenaline that probably clouds their judgment. Um, yes, it's the darker side of being an idol. Yes, I think honestly, when I see these situations, I think that probably I don't think all the idols, but probably most of them must have social anxiety. Especially to go out or to have to go to the airport or do this kind of to have to walk through crowds. I think they might have experienced a sort of like fear of crowds. I think that's a possibility, um, because it's I don't know, watching it from my perspective, when they like show their arrivals, in the airport, and you watch it, they definitely seem frightened, and so disconnected, like they really want to get out of there, or is they some of them try to keep like a positive attitude, they look at the crowd, they look at the cameras, they're like hi. But I think that if you're like someone that is very sensitive, I think that you would be a bit fearful about that. I know I would be. I know I would be. Yes, I believe they have a social anxiety that fame would do that. Yes, yes. Because if you think about the situation, I mean, we had watched it, we had observed that it looks dangerous. Like someone that could like become in your way, maybe you have people that hands you gifts or letters, but then you can have someone that is dangerous between the crowd. I don't know, guys, maybe it's just me being paranoid, but I think that there's something about the security team that some groups do not have. Like, come on, like you have to protect these kids because if you think about the idols condition, the idols are very young people. They are very skinny. They can be tall, whatever. Not all of them, but some of them are really skinny, are really small. So if you push them, you can hurt them, like because they are human. They are human flesh. They are not like like made of plastic, or I don't know, they are not a doll. They are humans just like us. If you cut them, they bleed, you know. So I think that sometimes they forget about the fragility of a person, you know, and that's the creepy side. That it's not a carton board, you know, it's a person. Especially your introverted fans are uncomfortable. But I hear that some onlookers touch the idols. Yes, some idols get pushed down. They need more support. Yes, it's definitely a big stock, and they're always targeted by hackers as well. Yes. I agree, and the security are really skinny too. Yes, like who are they predicting? What being pushed? Yes, sometimes you can see them like trying to, like why? Like you only they are sometimes like the only. Yes, sometimes the security, yes, they are really skinny, they are really short. Like, you know, like maybe the only purpose or the only helpful thing that they can do is like to carry the idol stuff or to help them like with their bags. But sometimes you are like, come on, people, you are not actually, you are leaving a lot of room for these people to come their way. You know, like, come on. Yeah. God, I remember when Taeyong got tackled to the ground at the airport. Yes, yes. The crazy fan took it. Yes, the end of the stage during performance. Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, yes, Kai is so strong, but he shouldn't have like the need to protect himself while walking through an airport. You know, that's he should be have the privilege of being protected. That's what I'm saying. He can be tall, he can be strong, but he should be protected. He shouldn't be like worrying for his own security. You know, because these crazy fans, I mean, I don't know if you know, but if when people get like this excited, especially in large crowds, they become like animals. So maybe if they are all females and he is just one male, they can actually like yes tackle him down actually and hurt him because of the adrenaline of the moment and also the mob mentality, you know, like we always talk about how groups mash with each other's uh, emotion in that moment, and they get so blinded that they don't know what they're doing. Yes, he shouldn't get to the extreme. He shouldn't. Yes, even Lucas, exactly. Yes, Lucas is a giant tree, but you know why? Because you have to think about this way. If they react in any shape or form, if they like try to make a move to defend themselves or to push some people out of the way, it's going to ruin their image and probably their whole career. Because people are going to start to talk, oh, he's aggressive, or he hurt a woman, or he touched a woman, he shouldn't be doing this, like this is against females, you know, or well, they're mostly females, but you know, it can be like, I don't know, a male reporter as well. But you know, they could also use that against the idol. So this is why, even though some of them do have the possibility to defend themselves, they shouldn't do that, you know, because actually their every move is being recorded. And also their image, it's about not being threatening somehow, you know, not being that kind of person, like, you know, that you actually have to see that, you know, you don't want to see idols fighting on the streets or having, I don't know, having issues with each other and some members fighting each other on the street. You know, you don't want to see that, you know, because this is not a side of them that we are supposed to see. So an idol defending himself in an airport or actually like fighting people probably is not is going to be used, I'm sorry, is going to be used against them, you know, like, I know I would applaud if they do, but some people, you know how the internet is and you know how the opinions are, and everyone is going to be like, oh, he was so aggressive, look what he did, he shouldn't, he should, you know. There are some things they cannot be controlling. Yeah. Yeah. One of the scariest things I heard was when a band with members was taken and driven somewhere for a royal fan. I believe in. Oh my god. Bigs. Oh. Mm. It's just that, you know, there's something about that I always think about because it actually happens to celebrities, you know, that when there's like royalty or very rich people request famous groups or singers presentations, or they want to see them, or they want them to perform at their event or something like that, and they pay a lot of money to have them. So we may not know about this. I'm not talking about kidnapping. I'm talking about, you know, very wealthy people or influential people paying to see their favorite groups, or I don't know, a daughter, or I don't know, like a son of a very influential person, like paying to for their children to have their favorite idols, to have a, I don't know, they do that. I mean, they do that even with celebrities, American celebrities. Well, they do have like uh, an amount of money that they can pay to have the person coming to your wedding or your celebration or your birthday and stuff like that. So I think that probably for, I mean, the idols must have like, you know, like this sort of like very wealthy people interested in getting to know them. Oh yes. Yeah. And I think that they actually say, I believe that they probably say yes to some, because it's like, it's a good like networking, I guess, you know, like a side activity. It's just that probably those kinds of gatherings and stuff probably are very private. Like there's no cameras allowed, and you will probably not hear about that, because if you hear that, I don't know, someone influential, I don't know, was able to pay a group to come to their birthday or celebration, you would be, then everyone else would be like, oh, I want that too, and you know, they would be invited all the time. So probably they are very selective about who and where. I worked around celebrities for many years in California, and people were respectful for the most part. I think when idols come here to perform or visit, they will be respected too. Yes, and they look really happy when they are on overseas. When they are in the U.S., especially, that's what I noticed from their posts, and they get really excited when they are in America. They even look different, you know, like their whole energy changes. their whole energy changes. They look different. I don't know why they look more real. There's something about, I don't know if it's that in South Korea they use a sort of filter to record the guys, but you know when you see like them, like pictures of them or recordings of them being in the US, they look like real people. You're like, oh, this is how he is under the sunlight. I don't know, but there's something about the Korean weather. I don't know, or maybe they use a sort of filter or they edit a lot the images. But when you see them in the US or in another country, you truly see them in like with their face glows a bit more. They look more real even, you know, and they look beautiful, of course, but there's something different about them. Hola, Miss Lluvia. Yes, they get naughty. Yes, exactly. Yes, they get naughty. They do. They do. It's just that I think that they must feel a lot of pressure when I think that probably there are a lot of like a lot of protocol about what an idol should do in their or should behave during a shoot or something like that. You know, there's also a lot of people like telling them how to be. You know, there's a lot of people working. So, you know, probably in America, since everyone is so like yeah, do your best, yes, like cheering you, but yeah, go and do your thing, like we love you anyways, you know. So probably they feel a bit more like less tense than when they are in Korea, where everything you have to be respectful, you have to watch your every word, you know, because they can work with people that, you know, with the age things, if they are younger or older than you, there's a whole protocol. There's a lot of from what I see, I'm not an expert, I'm not Korean, so I don't know, but that's what it seems. And probably in America, in America or other countries where we are like, oh, hello, hi, you go do your thing, we love what you do, you know. So they are like, oh, okay, okay, I'm going to do my thing, then I'm going to perform, I'm going to smile to the cameras, you know. And there's no one like telling them like, no, you should stand straight, you should do that. No, they are just happy to be there, you know. It seems like they are really excited, you know, when they change, they change. Super Animal is different. I remember how tan and golden. See, that's what it meant. That's what it meant, Reem. Yes, that's what it meant. Yes, they look tan and they look like they glow. Their skin glows like a real person's skin. I don't know how to say it, but probably they do edit the images a lot, or they put a lot of whitening on them. I don't know. Maybe it's the makeup. But I think that is the cameras. I think it has to do with the cameras. Korean fan sites have the best camera quality. Yeah. Mm. Cameras plus lighting plus makeup. Exactly. Okay, guys. You know how I mentioned that we were going to read, since we are in Cancer season, we are going to do a bit of express star readings um, for our favorite Cancer idols. So if you have some in mind, I'm going to make a list right now so we can start. I think I read on my post that someone mentioned Wasa, so I'm going to put her first. Mama Moose Wasa. Oh, yes, I should be doing, yes. Theo? I don't know P1 Harmony. But yes, I can pull a card for him. But I don't know who he is. Is P1 Harmony? Is that's how it's pronounced, Beta? Everglow Aisha. Ah, okay. Well, Muffy, you have to choose one of Super Junior because I'm not going to be able to do the two of them. Minutes new K drama. Okay, Little. And we can, I was going to say, hey Anna Julia, I don't do romantic, I don't do shippings, so I can read them as like friends, but I don't do shipping readings. That's something that I don't do on my channel. Oh, I'd say Taeyong, our king. I was going to mention someone. I swear I was about to mention someone, but I remember that we cannot do that because, yeah, I don't know, Vita. I don't know. But I can do a bone reading for them. Yes, to see, I can do. Which one was it, Ana Julia? Can you remind me the duo, please? I know it's a Stray Kids. No, not Stray Kids. TXT. I'm going to write it down. TXT. Sejong. Sehyun. Seohyun. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. I'm pronouncing. I'm so bad at pronouncing. I know. I'm horrible. There's some like. Sehun from. Okay. I wanted to mention someone that when I think about Cancer, I think about him, but we cannot do that. Yes, I already. She's first, Spirit. But Jessie is a Sagittarius. I'm going to do an individual reading for her on the channel then. I don't know if I ever read for Jessie. Did I ever do an individual tarot? Hmm. I don't think I ever done a tarot reading for Jessie on my channel. Yes, she is a Cancer. I'm going to do a reading for Jessie then, during the week. I love Jessie. She's great. She's like every Sagittarius should be. Like, I love her. I love her so much. Yes, she's the purest form of a Sagittarius. Exactly. Yeah. She's so, like, I love her so much. Like, I love her. I love her. I notice Cancer people in general tend to have rough outer shells, aka they look tough. Yes, they look even mean. Exactly, Vita. Yes. I know that because I have a few coworkers that they are Cancer, and you know that Cancer is the opposite sign of Capricorn. But sometimes there are some Cancer people that do remind me a bit more of Capricorn. Like they are even more, they look even more Capricorn than myself. Because they try to, like to protect themselves. So if they don't know you, or if they are in this sort of phase where they are like testing you, like they are like, I don't know who you are, like I don't feel comfortable with you yet. So they are like very cold. Like whoever says that Cancer are very sweet and cry babies are wrong, are totally wrong, because actually Cancer can be really mean. They can be really mean, especially when they don't know you. They are actually very like tough. They do not blink twice, they are very, I don't know. I try to make like have good connections with them, but they have the duality. They can shift at any moment. Oh yes, you're right. Suno. Well, let's pull a card for Suno. Is it Suno or Sonu? But Suno is a sweetie pie. Mino reminds me of a cup too, probably because, well, Mino is a moon in Capricorn. Hope. Mino is a moon in Capricorn. So he does remind you. Ah, Sonu. Okay. Sonu. Yeah. That's why you notice that there's something about him that actually it's very stable, even though he can be goofy like a Sagittarius. There's something about him, like that the guy is very driven. Yes, he's a moon in Capricorn. Yeah. Honestly, Cancer doesn't care about people they don't know. They just don't trust you. Yes, yes, and it takes a while for them to actually decide if they want to, like, welcome you to their tribe somehow. You have to pass a sort of test. They have their things, they have their things. They are complex. They are complex. I have a huge respect for them, but you know, like I take my time with them and stuff. But I notice that probably a lot of people that are a bit more like, I get a bit more like, oh, this person doesn't like me, or that are a bit more susceptible to their rejection somehow. Some people are like, oh, I don't like Cancer people because they are so mean to me, or they don't like me, or they don't give me the opportunity to, I don't know, to be part of their, and they also have their group. So if you are not part of the group, they definitely let you know that you are not part of the group. So some people feel like a bit like, oh, this person is leaving me out of this, is not accepting me. So they have like this very like disappointing experiences with Cancer. In my case, I take my time. Like, I am me. This is my Jupiter in the first house speaking, my Sagittarius energy as well. I'm a double Capricorn, but I thank God, since I have the Sun and Jupiter in the first house, I just come like a rain of light. Like, I am me, and if you don't like me, okay, then you don't like me. But I am what I'm showing you. Like, I do not have like a secret agenda or anything, you know. I just have, I try to bring the positive vibes wherever I go. But I understand that some people, it takes a while for some people to trust. So I don't make like quickly assumptions of, oh, that person doesn't like me. You know, like, no, if they are having a bad day, I just, and when they're having a bad day, you know, the best advice that I can give you if you're dealing with a Cancer sign, let them be. Don't try to guess or analyze or find out why they are moody, because they will have those days. So you better keep distance. I had a very, very experience with the Cancer man, so they are not my favorite. Yeah, I had Cancer moon. I had dated Cancer moon and Cancer rising and moon in the first house. So for me, since I'm a double cup, I always, the people that are usually interested in me have Cancer placements, and also Cancer sun. Um, I wouldn't say I had bad experiences, but I had tried to avoid them once I find out that they were Cancer or that they had Cancer energy. But in my case, I do have to learn from the Cancer energy. So, because I'm a double cup, so it's interesting how they have to learn from me and I have to learn from them. So I'm trying to keep an open mind about, okay, if I'm starting to receive a lot of advances from Cancer people, I have to take it, you know, because they complement me. They have something that I don't have. Which I don't think is true, because actually I do have a lot of water placements, so I don't think that there's something about being emotional that they have to teach me, but probably we could make a good association. But yes, I noticed that they are very manipulative in relationships. They had tried to do that to me. We had like very very like weird, uh like, I wouldn't say toxic, but very like not so balanced relationships, you know, because they are very stubborn and I'm very stubborn myself. When I want, like, if you love me, you have to do what I say, and they are very stubborn as well about getting their loved ones to do what they say. So we both clash in that way. Cancer actually have very good memory. They never letting go of their grudges. Yes. Well, I have a Scorpio moon, so me neither. I can say anything when I'm a Cancer rising and have a lot of traits. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I couldn't believe Suju Hechul is a Cancer. He's so loud. Yes, because he does have a lot of influence of Leo. I believe his Venus or his Mars is in Leo. So yes, he reminds me a bit more of a Leo. Off topic, but I wonder what sign the U.S. is. The country is going through. I don't know. I don't remember. I think someone said something, but I don't remember. I know my country is Cancer. Yes, I know that. And probably the U.S. as well, because aren't their Independence Day isn't the 4th of July? But we in Argentina, it's Cancer Sun, Moon in Capricorn. So you know we are not a good mix. But yes, we are. Many idols have said that they've seen Hechul when the cameras are off, like seeing a different man. Yes, idols have said that. He's really quiet and introvert. This Cancer man was super mean and manipulative, which means he's also a narcissist. Yes, he's a mix of. It's just that, yes, there's one thing about Cancers. Cancers, they have the possibility to have a lot of Gemini influence because of Gemini came before, And then you have the ones that have a lot of Leo placements. So the narcissist traits are there, obviously. He would be really upset if I forgot to call him back and do something really... Yes, exactly. They always make you feel guilty about something. Yeah. Countries have star signs? Yeah. My country is Cancer too. Astrologers, yes, there are some astrologers that do make like charts, birth charts. If you look them on Google, you will find them. Oh, yours is Libra. I'm sorry, but Gemini is not the one. They are the opposite of my favorite. Yeah, I try to run from everything that Gemini touches, but it's just that Gemini are so knowledgeable. Like, you know, they actually like trick you with the words. You know, they know what to say. They know about everything. They encourage you to open to conversation. So, and I love to talk. So yeah, I'm a sucker for that. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's start with the readings because I do have a lot of people, like, you know, yeah, my problem with Gemini is that it seems like they're not present. Like they seem like machines. Like they seem like they say a lot of words per minute, but they seem to not really feel what they're saying. It seems like they like, I don't know, cover moments with words, you know. And sometimes, yes, those information are important, but sometimes are like, why are you telling me all this? You know, like, what do you really want to tell me with this conversation? You know, what's the meaning behind all the words that you're saying? All the words that you're saying to yourself. What, I don't know, maybe it's my moon Scorpio that always wants to go deep to what's the meaning behind everything that you are saying to me. You know, so I can sense the anxiety on them, you know, like, and I invite them to connect more with why do you feel like for you to be with me, you have to always tell me something. Like, you know, like you always have to share information. Like sometimes they do talk about other people because it's like for them it's like a prize, you know, to be like, oh, I know this about someone or I heard this about someone. And my dad is a moon in Aquarius and he's the same. He's like, oh, someone told me, a neighbor told me, or I heard somewhere that, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't know those people. I don't care about what they did or they didn't do. But for him, it's information. And for him, it makes him feel like he's valid or he's valuable because he's sharing this with me. I don't know. And I'm like zero gossiping. I don't like it. Yes, befriend them, yes. Maybe our Scorpio energy. Yes, I think so, Spirit. Yes. Just that, yes, we always are like, you know, like paying attention, like, why are you telling me all this? Like, what do you want? What are you hiding behind that? You know, like it's impossible to miss it, actually. They talk too much about others than something of experience, of importance. Yes, they talk so much about others. Another side, we are Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. Oh. Okay, guys, let's start with the readings because I want to finish this soon. Okay, we start with the first card for Wasa that just fell. This is going to be the first. I'm going to pull two for each person because then we're going to be here forever. Okay. Oh, okay. This is for Wasa. She got 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Out of Pentacles. Um, is she having a collaboration with a male, with a very influential, important male? Or is she signing contracts with someone, probably an earth sign? Um, there's something very powerful here. Like, did she release something, or is she about to? Because I see a lot of money here. I see a lot of money. And I see that this is a very powerful, like, connection. She's definitely had been like working with this person for a while. It's not recent. It's not something that just came out, because actually, if you see, she's feeling like very in contact with herself. She's feeling very good about herself. Like, she's feeling really like connected with her self-worth. Like, her self-esteem is skyrocketing. She's feeling really good about herself. And this man is helping her. So I believe it's about work. I don't think it has to do with feelings. I mean, I don't think it has to do with like a romantic connection, but this male is very important. He could be a CEO, or he could be like someone that is very influential, and that also is someone very successful. So he can actually like promote her, or like to give her more confidence, or to give her the opportunity to launch her solo projects even better, like being better, being brighter, being more successful than what she already is. And also he's bringing stability to her. So, this could start like a business proposal and actually then become something else, because this person is very stable. And I think that this is what she needs. I think that she definitely needs like a male figure that can help her feel secure, like that it's okay to be prosperous, and that it's okay to be a female and feeling good about yourself. Like he respects her. He doesn't like treat her like an object, but they are business partners. Okay, let's move on to Theo of P1 Harmony. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that this is what I'm saying. I think that this man could be like a Pentacles, earth sign. He could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And I think that there's nothing romantic in there, but I think that there could be like an emotional bond, like a father figure somehow, because I think that this is what she needs. She needs someone that is not just to encourage her or to convince her to do a collaboration. It's more about like guiding her, also giving her advice, and like being like very trustworthy with her. I think that she definitely needs those sort of fatherly figure in her life. And it doesn't have to come from a partner, a romantic partner. It can be a friend, it can be a colleague. um, yes, yes. There seems to be like probably for her to trust men, it's not it's not easy, because some of them are awful. So, you know. Okay, let's move on to Theo of P1 Harmony. He got the Tower. and he got the 5 of Pentacles. So I don't know much about this group. Yes, but I'm done talking about her. But yes, I was talking about Wasa, Parvati. Um, I don't know much about P1 Harmony. I know who they are, but I never read for them in my channel. I should actually. Um, and this person, Theo, I think that he probably is going through a tower moment. You know, probably he's like he has inner conflicts. You know, probably he is a guy that, like all Cancer energies, there's something about that there are things that has to change, and probably he's having inner conflicts about that. He probably doesn't like change that much, or it's not about change, it's more about unexpected change. You know, like okay, like, oh, one day someone comes and is like, oh, you have to change that, we cannot do this anymore, we are not going to do what we were doing a few years ago, we are going to do something different. And for him, it's like abrupt. It's like a heat. You know, it's like being pushed off a cliff. You know, he feels it in a very intense and personal way. Like, why are these changes happening? Like, what's going on? It makes him feel anxious and distrustful. And when he gets too much on his feelings, or when he gets like too much like apprehensive, you know, somehow he starts fighting others, you know. And this is not that he literally fights others. It means that probably he puts a bit of resistance. He's like, okay, like, I don't know what's going on in here and I don't like it. So I get moody, or I get a bit unpredictable, or sometimes I just don't want to be part of this. He does have a lot of conflict with feeling that he fears that something is going to be over. But the changes are needed. Are needed. I don't know about P1 Harmony. What's the current status of their career? But probably they want to take it to another level, or they want to do something different for the group. And this means changing a lot of things. So for him, it's like, no, we need to build a stability. Like, I need to feel safe in my group. I need to know that we have a sort of like guideline, that we have a very clear goal or purpose. And it seems like the people probably that manages them are very messy, or are not good at delivering news. You know, probably they come just one day and tell you that suddenly everything's changed. So for him, it's a bit like, it's shocking and it's annoying. He's feeling annoying. He's feeling annoyed. You know, he's feeling like, I don't like this. You should have managed better. And it makes him feel like very susceptible to to the environment. You know, he probably is very moody, it's very like uncomfortable, and he probably like have issues with others because he's feeling uncomfortable, you know. So he's a bit on the defensive, and he can probably like get easily offended by a lot of things, you know, like too much in his feelings, but he doesn't know that he does it, you know. It's like an unconscious. Yes, yes, it's like it's like, because he feels it in his body, like, this is not what I wanted to do, or this is not what you told me. Because like we mentioned, they have a good memory. So when you suddenly change, oh yeah, he's like fighting himself. He's like, I don't like this, I don't like this. But once he gets used to it, he will be able to transmute it. He will be able to, like, to see the potential of the change. Because like I always tell you, if the tower comes in a reading, it's because the change is needed, and the change is going to happen whether you like it or not. So you better adjust yourself to the situation, because if you fight it, if you put on a very like um, like on the defensive, it's going to be the worst for you. So you have to have like an attitude of acceptance. Like, okay, this is what it is. Okay, yes, I'm not comfortable. This is not what I wanted. Okay, but okay, let's flow. Let's flow. Because some people, maybe when changes happens, they the first reaction is like, why me? Or why this is happening to me? Why? And no, you're not the only one that is affected by this. This affects everyone. It's just that you have the possibility to, how are you going to face this change that it's inevitable, that it's going to happen anyway? How are you going to do it? Are you going to whine? Are you going to be like, oh no, I don't want it? Or are you going to just go with it? And he probably is very reactive because he got the one. So probably he's someone that he expresses if he feels annoyed. Like he doesn't hold it. Okay, let's move on to Everglow Aisha. Everglow Aisha. Okay, she got Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles. See, these cards are the one that has like, that they just don't have like a back. They have the continuation, like the other perspective of the card, of the same card. So I think that in the case of Aisha, also this card, it's about apathy. It's about like, you be like, oh, look what we missed, or look what is not available for us. Oh, I don't like it right now here because look what we missed, or look, these are the past times. Like this is what we that has been lost. And actually, if you see here from the other side, you see that yes, from her perspective, she's watching this like, oh, this is spilled, this is like abandoned, like, oh, there are no cups available. But if you see it here, there's like this ship coming. So the change is coming. The change is coming. Something is going to come. It's not just the cups. In the horizon, there's an opportunity for change. But from her perspective, she's focusing more on what's not available, what's not here. So she may be a bit like, like I always say, the best description of this card is apathy, where you don't know how to feel exactly about this. You don't know whether to feel sad or content about it, because it's like you're supposed to feel something about what's going on, but you are a bit blocked. There's something about your heart chakra that it's blocked, that doesn't allow you to connect with what this situation brings you. Like there's this sense of, oh yes, look, something is not right there. But you don't do something about it. So it's a bit like being disconnected a bit. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, that is about flexibility and change. So it's going to come a change for her. For her, and probably if it's for the group, I don't know about the group's activities, but probably they are going to start like working or actually releasing something new, because change is coming. So she will not be like this for a while, because actually change is calling her. It's like, come on, swift energies, because you have a lot of work to do. And in here you can see the shift as well. The ship, the ship that I mentioned here, the ship is always here as well. So it's like, come on, change is happening and we need to move. So you have to get out of this apathy, because we have work to do. We have things to do. So probably she's working on something. She's going to be practicing and putting a lot of effort, physical effort on something. So I don't know if the girls are having a comeback soon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the ship is also about traveling. So probably you know, we mentioned this, the fact that they can move physically from a place to other, you know, and somehow the routine is different, is going to get her out of this state of, oh yes, like I know what we have to do, like yes, I know the whole schedule, but I want something different. Like I want to experience something different, you know, something out of the ordinary, something out of the routinary. You know, maybe, I don't know what's her sign. Does anyone know what her sign is? But she seems to be someone that she needs variety. She needs her energy, um, need to like expand. They need to keep moving. They need to keep these girls working because they do have the potential. They do have the willpower to work. I mean, they are very hardworking. But maybe, I don't know if they have to wait a lot. And also, well, they are individuals, so they do have emotional things to attend to as well. You know, they do go through individual activities, and it seems that for her, she needs a change. You know, she needs a change because probably she's not feeling 100% fulfilled in her emotional world or in her love life, for example. So she's feeling a bit like, yeah, she's feeling a bit like, I know I shouldn't complain, but I don't feel like, oh, I'm excited, you know, no. And that's why she needs to concentrate on getting results and working. Oh, really, Rim? Oh my God. Okay, let's move on to Super Junior Liteuk. Yes, they definitely like, you have to give them something to work on. You have to give them material. You have to give them like opportunities because they are great. They are great. Don't leave them just hanging there, you know, put them to work. Okay, for Liteuk, Super Junior Liteuk, we have 10 of Wands, the Emperor. I'm going to show him like this so you recognize the card. The Emperor. This is very leader vibes. This is very someone that is in control. This is a very cardinal of Cancer, or a Cancer that is always in power. Even though we start with the 10 of Wands. So definitely for Liteuk, even though he has the leader vibes, he sometimes is very tired, actually. This actually shows you that for him to always have everything in control and to be able to connect with the Emperor in him, he sometimes feels tired. He has a lot of responsibilities. He has a lot of things to do, things to manage, things to attend, things to. He definitely feels the weight on his shoulders. But he doesn't let that. He's very analytical and he's also very strategic. He doesn't let his probably his exhaustion, his frustration, because he sometimes gets frustrated because some things are always up to him. You know, there's something about, you know, like, hi Samara. There's something about him like feeling the weight of probably being like the initiator, the like the power engine of the group. Or I don't know, I don't think it's about the group. I think that it's about him being like the ruler. He has the potential of being the leader and being like the leader in every aspect of his life. But sometimes he feels lonely. And sometimes he feels like it's too much, like people expect too much of him. You know, and this is why probably he protects himself a lot. Like he hides behind the Emperor image. Like emperor is like, okay, I'm the ruler, I'm the one in control. I know what I have to do. I know I'm good at what I do. He can be also a bit authoritative, like in the sense that he knows he is the authority, the authority. Uh, but sometimes I think he needs to connect with his feelings a bit more. He needs to connect with his feelings a bit more. He needs to connect with like um like sometimes people expect too much of him. And when I say this, I don't mean it like only because of his part of Super Junior. I think that this has happened his whole life. I'm reading for Super Junior Little. This has happened actually for his whole life. He had always like felt the pressure of being the responsible one, of being the one that has to endure and keep going. So somehow like this is going to be like he's always going to be in control of things. But I think that he should also like learn to let go of control and learn to delegate things. Like, okay, like I cannot do everything, like someone help me. I think that he lost his parents in an accident. I think that might have been her also coming from poor. Yes, there's a lot of pressure on this guy, but he doesn't allow himself to break under pressure because he knows that he is the responsible one. He is the emperor, so he cannot fail. But I think that it's necessary for him to rely on others, to actually connect with his emotions, that he doesn't have to endure this much to be respected, to be loved, that he can be loved and respected no matter what his role is. Because if he always like is on this mode of, oh, I'm the emperor, I'm going to take care of this, he also accustoms people to always be dependent on him. And what happens when he needs someone to depend on? They let him down. So I think that he should be a bit more, he should let go of a few burdens and responsibilities that has nothing to do with him, because he's taking too much responsibilities. There are some people that are taking advantage of his ability to resolve things. His father was in the debt, then killed the Tux Rampart. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I think that this is, this is why when I said that he got the emperor, I think that it's not just about being part of the group. I think that he definitely pushes himself to be a good citizen, a better person, like a good man, a good human. He's like, he wants to be a good person. And sometimes he is surrounded by people that take advantage of his good intentions. So I think that he should like own and he should heal himself, but not other people's traumas. Like to each his own, to each their own. That's what I mean. I think that he's trying to heal some generational past, yes, past wounds, or maybe someone like told him that he has to clean someone's name or something like. This is why he doesn't rest. He doesn't allow himself to connect with that he's doing a great job. That he's a good person, that he deserves everything good that comes in his way, because he is the emperor. He's different. He's taking responsibility of his own life and decisions. So he's a better person. He's a good person, actually. Yes, but I can definitely see, not see, I can sense, I even sense it in my stomach, like the the tension in my stomach of like how uncomfortable he feels sometimes. Like he feels like he can never relax, like he always has to do better somehow. So he has a lot of pressure on himself. As a person, and not as a performer, nor as an artist. No, it's a personal thing. Okay, let's move on to our favorite prince, NCT Taeyong. Oh my god. This jumped out. Oh my god. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. I don't know if you were present during my BTS reading, where I pulled a few cards for each member, and actually the magnet JK, he got a Queen of Pentacles as well. And I mentioned that, I've seen this lady before, the Queen of Pentacles, and there's a Queen of Pentacles for Taeyong as well. So what's going on with the Queen of Pentacles in these idols' lives? I don't know. It does give me Nuna's vibe. But for Taeyong, it can be like an earth sign also, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, but for Taeyong it's different because, yeah, what's going on with I think that they do have a type. And I don't know if maybe for them, like to see a businesswoman or a woman that it's like a sort of leader and that it's very hardworking, for them can be really sexy. Probably that's the that's the thing, that's something that probably in this case we're talking about Taeyong, but him and JK, both of them have Moon in Leo. So probably what they want someone that they can admire, probably. Nuna's vibe, yeah, because this is a female that is in power. This is not a regular female. Like, this is not like an employee or someone like doing their best to pay their bills. This is someone that has a few businesses of their own. But we have the Nine of Wands. So, the Nine of Wands, I don't know if you can see very well, this person has been through a lot, because for you to get to the Nine of Wands energy, it means that probably you had gone through a lot of, not emotional, but probably a lot of battles, a lot of resistance, a lot of hurting, a lot of confrontations, So there's something about him, like, she is present. Definitely she is present in his mind, probably. But he's still resistant. I don't know if they had like a bad history in the past. I don't know if there were like some conflicts in the past. But it seems like he still is not he's not healing yet. He's a bit resistant. He's like, oh, look what you made me do, or look how I'm feeling because of you. I've been hurt. I've been through hell and back. And he's feeling a bit resistant towards her. And probably she feels the same way as well about him, about him being a bit like, uh, also, I think I mentioned something about this in Taeyong's reading, or when I read for him, that there's something about, probably he does have like commitment issues. For him it's not easy to choose, or for him he's a bit complex to understand his motives, or actually what he wants to do. And there's something about this also, this lady being very annoyed at him, like, okay, like you think that you are the only one that is hurting or that is affected by this. I am also very uncomfortable with this. But probably they're not at the best terms. Probably they had been through this for a long time, actually, trying to make it work. But it seems like they're always on the edge of ending things. Like it seems like, I don't know if maybe they are a bit addicted to the drama that they provoke on each other, a sort of toxic trait, like, oh, I say something to make you feel bad, and you say something to me to make me feel even worse. So there's a sense of a power struggles, and obviously, since I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Pentacles is no fool, like in the sense that he cannot fool her actually. But probably there's a lot of attraction between them. There's like something, that, but there's no agreement. There's no agreement. There's a sense of like, oh, you hurt me and I'm not letting go of that, or you said something that I didn't like, so I don't care who you are, I'm blocking you, like, Mothers Day on to say it. Oh my God. Rim, you know damn well that amount of crazies now we have with similar terms already for. Yeah, yeah. Don't fight, people, don't fight for Taeyeon. But yeah, he's actually like, yes, he's complex. He's not that, like I always say, he knows the effect that he has on people, especially on females, because he probably, like I said, he's very connected with his feminine side, so he is really good at words. He knows what to say, he knows what to do. He is really good at flirting as well. But then eventually he becomes cold and detached. So he's a bit into drama, honestly. He has a moon in Leo. I don't have to explain this. He's a very different moon in Leo because, for example, we were talking the other day about JK. JK is a Virgo sun with a moon in Leo. But JK is a different kind of moon in Leo because his moon in Leo gets activated when he's on stage. But after he gets off the stage, he's just a very regular Virgo guy. And for Taeyong, since he's a Cancer, he's a bit more on the flowing side of things. He can be this, he can be that. He changes all the time, and he's a bit unpredictable. And he loves that because it does give him room to play, to play different characters, and he loves that. And he loves some drama as well, so. Sounds like it's Gemini, Venus being good with words towards females. Yes. Yes. Exactly. And if I show you the other side of, the Nine of Wands, look. There's a female waiting for him on the other side of all the drama and everything that he said that he was resistant to do, that he wouldn't do, that he wouldn't accept, that he wouldn't do, and there she is, inviting him. So I think that there's like yeah, there's a lot of like a push and pull, like, oh, I'm not going to take you back again, or I'm not going to contact you again. And then she appears or he appears, because this can be her at her door and him appearing again. So, it's both ways. Both of them are equally drama addicted. So, but I don't see feelings, and I don't see like stability. So this could be like messages, guys. I don't know, because I think that this could be through messages and that's it. Yes, yes. Did you see, Hope? This is something um, about this deck that it's very beautiful. It's just that maybe for him it's interesting to exchange these sort of messages, because since they do not have much time to date, or what, I don't know, but I think that probably this is why the drama starts through messages, because um, but yeah, it affects both of them. It's not that he is the saint and she is the devil. No, they are both equally toxic. But they attract each other very much. Okay, I'm going to continue with Seo-hyun of Girls' Generation. Seo-hyun. But these guys with this Queen of Pentacles, they need to stop. Because this Queen of Pentacles are going to put them in their places. And I think that this is what they like, especially the younger idols. I think that they have like a sort of like fantasy, I guess, to have like a sort of like very powerful Nuna, or someone that is very experienced in life and stuff, and they want to like they fall for that. They fall for, and maybe they need that. Um, what is this deck called? This deck is called the. Oh, I don't remember now. I don't remember the English. I have it here. Vice versa tarot. The vice versa tarot is from Luz Carabeo. Vice versa tarot. Okay. This girl, or this woman, Seo Hyun, of Girls' Generation, she got of Justice, and she got the Ace of Wands. So amazing, amazing cards. In a sense that I don't know about her past. I don't know much about her, honestly. But I think that actually she is going to get the justice that she deserves. I don't know what happened to her or what her situation is, but I think that she went through a lot, and now she's feeling like she's finally getting, like the wheel is on her side, and she's feeling very inspired by that. There's this new passionate beginning for her. So probably she's working on something, or she wants to create something, and this is going to be like the beginning of connecting with creativity again, and being like, oh, okay, this is my creation. This is what I have. This is what I wanted to do for so long, and I was waiting and waiting, and it seems like her time never came. So this could be like a very personal project also for her. And also, I don't know about her like her situations. I don't know if did she have at some point like some legal battles or some legal issues, or someone like in a conflict with someone where she was waiting for karma to pay off, or where she actually wanted to get like what's hers, like she actually claiming justice, like being like, okay, I want to get what is mine, like you have to give it to me. So I think that probably this new beginning, it has to do with her like connecting with like opportunities, like finally setting herself free. Oh, she's doing K-dramas too. Oh, okay. So not really, maybe there's, yes, there's something about karma. And I think that she's very insistent on that, about, oh, okay, like this is something very Cancer also. This is something that Cancer do, because I actually had read for a few Cancer moons as well, idols with Cancer moon, and the justice also comes. And it talks about divine justice, that it's when you are patiently waiting for, if someone has done something wrong to you, probably it had happened a long time ago, but they are holding on really strong to this, and they are like, okay, I'm going to see you fall, because I had been waiting for this moment to happen. I have it in my memory. I didn't forget about this. So now that the justice is on the way, now I'm finally going to find some peace of my own. This is something that a lot of Cancer placements do. They hold on really tight to some things that you probably were like, oh, really? Did that happen? Yes, that happened. And she's waiting. She's waiting for the justice to come. She's waiting. For her, it's important. And it's also like the possibility to also, once she lets go of this, once she sees the finally justice happen, she probably is going to be connecting also with her own creation, like also setting herself free, not worrying anymore, and not holding on to so much to that grudge, and being like, okay, we are done. Like, I'm closing a chapter and I'm starting to connect with what I love again. That it probably has to do with being artistic, with creation, with doing individual activities that has to do with her passion and what she's good at. Because definitely, if she wants to, she can dominate a lot of areas of her life, because she's very passionate, she's very determined. And probably she didn't feel that passion a few years ago. And now the fire is light up. She's finally, see? The fire is going to happen, the striking or the lighting. Something is going to come from the exterior, and it's going to be like, come on, let's put things to the past and let's start over. Let's start over. Let's start over, and let's be fearless. I'm sorry, fearless. Okay, guys, the last one is Enhypen Sonu. And then I'm going to go because I have to cook. This is my day off, so I have to make the most of it, because it goes away really soon. Sonu. Enhypen Sonu. Yeah. Oh, she is the. Oh, I watch it. Is she the magnet? I don't know much about her. She's the magnet. She's so pretty, by the way. Is she a Cancer? I didn't know it was I was trying to picture her in my mind, but I didn't know that it was her. I was reading about. Oh, the one that it's in Jinx, is it the new series? I want to watch that. Jinx, I think it's called. I want to watch that Jinx, I think it's called. Is it of Vicky? I will try to start watching today. Yes. Jinx at first or something. Yes, that one. Yeah, but justice is going to come to her. Yeah. Justice is going to come to her. She knows why. She knows the reasons, and she knows why. But it's a way of finding some peace in her mind, because she probably felt a bit guilty about certain things in the past, and now she's letting go of that because she sees that the balance of justice is going to her way. So she's feeling a bit more relieved. Okay, Sonu, and Hypen Sonu. He got the Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands. Look at this king. And this guy is really young, but he is a king. And I believe that his moon is in Aries. I believe that Sonu's moon is in Aries. I think his moon is in Aries. So it does make sense. Oh, okay. What am I doing with my life? Okay. Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands. And, you know, this is something that these cards are beautiful. This talks about, you know, stability, like feeling yourself like at home, feeling yourself stable, feeling like you belong, and also feeling like you have the potential to be a leader, and also feeling passionate. And this is something that I think that it's necessary that we talk about because I am not an expert about Enhypen. I don't know much about the guys, but I often read the comments on my videos, always asking about him and his relationship with the other members. Always asking about him and what's going on with what they say about this and why he looks like this, why he is like this. He seems to be depressed. Like, I don't know why people love to put a sort of label on certain members to make them look weaker or vulnerable when actually they are very powerful and they actually are very comfortable in their situation and also stable in their the role that they play in society and in their work when within the group. So I think that it's important. Yes. No, not Nikki, Sonu. I think that it's important, at least from the cards that I see here, that you remember that this guy is no one's victim and no one is bullying him. And I'm sorry, I'm not so supposed to say the word, but okay, that no one is hurting him. He is a Cancer sign. He can look fragile. He can look like a baby. He can look like a sweet guy. He can look like a sweetie pie, but he's no one's doormat. You know, so please, like, stop putting these labels or these narratives of, oh, the good guy, the bad guy, the sensitive guy, the tough guy. You know, like, stop making fools of yourself. Like, I understand that people love to observe and stuff, but yes, they make their own stories. Like, you are so, like, I don't know. I see these cards and I actually see a guy that he feels very much in power of himself. And actually he has so much potential to keep growing and expanding and being a very powerful key and element in the group. You know, with his ideas, with his presence, with his passions. He's a very passionate guy. He's a very passionate guy. And he also feels really comfortable. He feels at home. He feels at home in the group. He feels protected. He feels stable. He feels prosperous and abundant at the same time. Nothing is missing in this guy's life. Actually, he's been treated like a king. So for those who feel like, oh, he's not being treated correctly, like, stop it. You're only projecting your own insecurities on a guy that you don't know. So I think that this is, and like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm not an expert on Enhypen's history, body language, connection between them. I don't know. But I'm not going to, like, you know, I don't want to repeat myself all the time whenever I read for them. Like, why people feel so, like, I don't know why they do this. Why they, oh, we have to protect him, we have to save him. Like, save yourself instead. Because these guys are okay. These guys are very responsible, are people that want to love what they do. They want to do what they love. They are very driven about what they want to do. And they feel really good where they are right now. At least this is what the cards are showing me today. I don't know tomorrow. But he's feeling really stable. He's feeling really proud of himself. He's feeling supported. So please, let's see the bright side and not so much the drama. And look, this is the other side of the Ten of Pentacles. If you see the other side, you see you have this, it will be like their children, this person's children, and this actually represents that he has the admiration and also the love of the other members. There are other people that look at him and go to him for advice or go to him for, to share moments, and they are like, we have this together. We are all part of this stability, and he also is part of other people's stability. This is about family. This is about the construction of stability in a community, in a group, in a tribe, and he's feeling very powerful. This guy has a lot of potential, a lot of leader potential, and also a lot of possibility for him to do like solo activities, like a soloist, or doing some activities where he can show off himself. They don't know the relationship they have, but people keep making their own stories and making him look like weak and making the other look like yes, yes, exactly. I don't know why they do that. I understand that sometimes, the idols, that if you watch their be lives and stuff, sometimes, yes, they can be looking awkward or actually do some kind of movement where you are like, oh, maybe he doesn't look comfortable. But like I always tell you, maybe they have a stomach ache or maybe they want to go to the bathroom. I don't know, guys. Like, like, it's so sad that they have to apologize for everything, every little movement that they do with their eyes, with their mouths, like come on, come on. And especially when they are going through like a time in their careers where they are doing so well. They are doing so well. They are doing a lot of advances. So yeah, he's a leader, he will be okay. Yeah, exactly, Leonor. I actually feel like he can actually, like, he has a temper. Like, I'm not saying like he's going to fight the members, but he's Noah's victim. He has a temper. He has the sweet face, but his moon is in Aries, from what I remember. So you're not going to push him to do anything because he is his own person. So yeah, but it's the relationship. It's the relationship. Me and my coworkers, we often say a few things about each other. That probably if an outsider listens or happens to listen to what we say to each other, they could get their own impression that we hate each other. But actually, we do it because we have like we are close and we have history together and we share times and we know each other's weaknesses, but we do it in a very like playful way. But I guess, yes, from an outsider perspective, it can be like, oh my God, what did she say to her? Why did she talk to her like that? And maybe for us, it's like an inside joke, a private thing, a private code. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. He's like Kihyun and Minhyuk. They look like cinnamon roll, but they can kill you. Exactly, Leonard. Exactly. You cannot put a label on a water sign and be like, oh, he must be protected. No. 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 A Cancer? You think that the Cancer needs to be protected? You should get protected from Cancers. They will definitely take their time and they will going to like end you somehow. Yeah, they are very patient. They wait for you, they wait, they wait. They will wait all the years that you want, and eventually they will get their revenge. Yeah, it's just like yes, just like any idol. Yeah, they need to be careful. Yeah. Then you know, I don't know, guys. Maybe the B life should be scripted. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just, you know, I am a Joby. I'm a The Boys fan, and I have seen the poor guys like always having to apologize themselves for every little word they say. So it's annoying. It's annoying, but I also understand that yes, they should like yes sometimes restrict a bit because this is you know and this is why I think that it's not about the idols, only the idols. I think that sometimes when you are too comfortable talking to someone that you know and you have a camera on, okay, but sometimes you do get so comfortable that you forget. And you can say a few things that, you know, they are not very flattery or that are a bit lead to me be misunderstood. So yeah, I wouldn't be idol material, yeah. Someone asked me to do what reading? Oh, Spirit, you wanted me to do a reading for Chang Kyun, Chang, I am, it would be, and Hazy. Okay, I will try to do it in a week. I was looking for your comment. I was looking for my comment, for your comment, Spirit. So it's for I am and Hazy for their collaboration. Okay, I'm going to do a read for them. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. But it's just that there are so many people watching that you can never like prevent how they're going to take what they are watching. You know, because maybe for some it can be funny and for some it can be, I don't know, offensive. You know, it's so complex. It's so complex. At the end of the day, they cannot please anyone. And that's the sad truth that they actually, their job requires them to somehow like please as much people as possible. And, you know, the reality is that we humans are so complex. So I don't know. Oh. Yeah, they do talk a lot about certain things about us, about physical attributes that um, that yeah maybe for us it's a bit like but for them probably it's like, you know, part of the conversation or something like that. But well, the good thing is that he's doing great and that he's feeling abundant and prosperous. Okay, guys, I'm going to go so I can cook and I can continue with my day. And I hope that you do too and that you enjoy your weekend. I'm going to be working tomorrow. So I love it. Everybody won. Oh, I miss him. I miss him. I really wanted to pull a card for him, but we shouldn't. We shouldn't because he's in hiatus. So let's respect the artist and the person, and we will see him when he's ready. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy it. I'll see you in my videos in my week. Bye.